And here we go. We are live now, and I hope that you can hear me and you can hear me good. If not, please write in the chat. And meanwhile, I will tell you what this stream is about. We're gonna talk with SlyRecon, also known as a John SlyRecon, also known as a John, also known as a SlyRecon, but it's just me. It's just me telling this. So hello to anyone who's joining. And so far I will set anything up, just tell you what the stream is about while John is getting ready, and we will have some time, to communicate. So please let me know how you're doing. And I remind you that John will be ready in like 10 minutes or something. And since he will be ready, he will call me in a Discord, and we will be talking about the current state of Red Dead Online. So, if the sound is good, please tell me in the chat, because so far I decided to set anything up. And by the way, hello to anyone who is joining the stream. It's a little bit low, says Joe's P. Ear, and other people saying that it's good. Okay, so I will make it a little bit louder, just a little bit. I guess that will be fine. Anyway, it's kind of funny story I can tell you while I'm waiting, while we're all waiting. It's because yesterday's test about the saddles. You see, the problem is there in Russian version of the game there is only one stat for your horse. It's a sign of stamina and word restoration. So, but in English there are two different parameters for each saddle: stamina restoration and core drain rate. Stamina drain and core drain rate. So that's why I got a little bit confused, because in Russian versions there is no difference between these two parameters. And actually, it after I got that there is a different parameter, two different parameters, I kinda can calculate it, and yes, maybe it's not bug. The reason why Nacogdoches is so good is maybe not because of the bug, but still it's kinda weird, because it costs exactly the same as Delgado and as Ivory saddle and some other saddles, but it has much better performance. So hello to anyone who's joining. Yeah, there are lots of frogs and they are saying something. So to привет to anybody, and I said привет with an English pronunciation. I just fast traveled and my perfect deer carcass just disappeared. Well, I don't know, before, while game was still in beta, each time you were using fast travel it got disappeared, so it was normal back then. Hello PvP Cat, how do you pronounce блядь and what does it mean? We pronounce it a little bit, harder, like блядь. And it means a woman who is not choosing her partners too carefully. which is exactly pretty much the same as a whore. But we kinda, in Russian, this word is used more often just like a word, you know, if something bad happens, you just say it. And that's it. It rarely is used in its original meaning, because this word is actually can be found in the vocabularies. It's been here for a long time, but most of the time we are using it just like, you know, like damn. Who do you think are some of the best PvP players on RD? You see, this question makes no sense at all, because there is no matchmaking system. When there is no matchmaking system, there is no reason to talk about the best players. Any good player is just either playing with bunch of new players, with bunch of noobs, or they are PvPing in a free roam, and PvP in a free roam it's not the same. And I guess I have some lags on my stream. Hopefully it's not gonna be for long.
Get the hell off there, damn it! You don't belong here. Now get.
Hey PvP Cat, good afternoon brother, hope you are well. And hey Sly is not here, but I will tell him that you said hello. I was wondering, you will make a stream? Yeah, and here we are making a stream. We will kind of probably be talking pretty much the same stuff as on the previous stream, but maybe with some new information. And I hope it's Sly. And yes, he's ready, so I'm just... Hello! Hello, John. How are you? Unfortunately, I cannot hear you. I hope you can hear me though. You see, we are setting up this stuff. I guess I should have first set up the conversation with John and then stream, but I decided to make it the wrong way.
Hello? You
Oh,
hear me?
hi, John. Yeah, I hear you.
How do you sound like?
Like,
good?
like fine. You sound fine. I hope that. Hold on for a second. I will ask. Do you people hear John? Please write in the chat. Yeah. People are saying that you sound good.
Okay, great. Just give me a second. I'm gonna start the stream on my
Okay.
podcast.
Oh, wait. You sound British, John. Well, no, I disagree. John sounds like Swedish, because Swedish people have this... I don't know why, but for me it's the most easiest English to understand when Swedish people are talking. Because they are talking, you know, more like pure English. And Americans, but not British. And yeah, it's Sly. Meanwhile, Rick Ruggs says, appreciate your content contribution, keep up the great work. Thank you. Germanic English. Oh, here it's a squirrel, we're gonna kill it. And guys, I'm just saying, I will try to keep the attention on the chat, but you know, talking at the same time keeping attention what's going on in the chat is gonna be super hard, so we will mostly have a discussion, but if I'll see something interesting in the chat, I will definitely read it. Just saying, so there won't be any offenses. Do you think Rockstar waits for next gen consoles before going full on Erdo? I don't know, man, because you know it seems like next gen consoles might be working with the previous gen games, so they won't sell any more new copies of Red Dead Redemption. So if it's gonna be like with the previous generation when Xbox One and PS4 came out, that you have to actually buy a new game, then maybe it makes sense. Then they will definitely wait till the end of this year and then go for a, you know, Red Dead Redemption, give it more content. And probably they're gonna change monetization system, because as it works right now, it's just not good. Not good for the company, I mean. They're not getting any money. Will you be getting the PS5? I don't know yet, because when there will be prices and will be final, you know, proprietors of these two platforms, then I will decide.
Cat, you hear me?
Yep, I hear you.
All right, great.
Have you
Yes.
started already?
Yes, I'm all set.
Okay, I'm saying hello to all your viewers. Just like привет.
All right.
So how you doing?
So, I'm all right. Not bad. Still alive, yeah.
Oh,
What about you?
That's a good one. Yeah, same as you can hear. And people in my chat are saying hello to you. That just like.
Yeah, I can read that chat as well.
Oh, okay.
I've actually added your chat to my stream as well.
Oh.
So it's like both of them at the same time.
Some high tech technology, and because I guess if I add another chat, my computer will just blow up or something like that. Anyway, so how do you how do you look in on what's going on in Red Dead Online? Just tell us, because what's your opinion? Why there is nothing since I believe since our last talk nothing changed too much, and it was like few months ago, maybe even 3, and game is still in a frozen state, I would call it like that.
Yeah, I would say nothing's well, not much has changed really. It was like 2 months ago, wasn't it? Or three months ago?
Even more, like 3
Yeah.
months ago. Something
Now
like
it's
that.
becoming almost half a year. That's almost not 6 months yet, but like almost is getting there. Yeah, almost
From
becoming half a
from
year
the
that we have.
Moonshiner,
Yes,
yeah.
because the
Yeah.
Moonshiner was like 3rd of December. Yeah,
Yeah.
and now we're like entering May soon. So yeah, it's kind of bad.
It's 4.5 months since something happened in this game. I mean, it's a lot of time for a game like that, for a game service, as they call it, and it's kind of weird. I mean, I have no idea what's going on. I had a question in the chat. Do I think that whether it's because of the next gen consoles, and what do you think about it?
Well, if you look at the how GTA 5 was released and everything, and how was the updates coming on that game, it was quite similar, I would say, because we didn't really actually get much of big updates on GTA Online on last gen, like PS3 days or Xbox 360 days. It was quite like, I would say, like everyone had loads of money, you know, like millions and millions. People had like garages like full of the same car with different colors, because there was not much content. But like once the PS4 came out, like an Xbox One came out, just the updates started to get like more beefy in a way. Like for example, we got the heist update, and yeah, and it just started from there, you know.
And that was a game changer, right?
Yeah, big
Heist.
game changer. Yeah.
And how much time has it has it take to add this to the game for Rockstar since the release of the game? I mean,
So
do you remember?
So GTA 5 came like was released like around September or October of 2013, if I remember correctly.
I believe yes.
I remember rushing to the store and buying it on day one. I think it was September. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was September. And then I think the heist came around 2015, or was it the end of 2014? Something similar like that, I would say.
So it's like 1.5 year. Okay.
Yeah, almost 2 years. It was almost 2 years. That's for sure. It was almost 2 years since the big update started dropping. But I'm not sure if they're gonna follow the same like approach as the last time. But we just have to wait and see, to be honest.
But
What do you think? What
I
does
don't
the
know.
chat
I
say?
mean, as far as I know, there won't be the same situation with this generation of consoles with PS5 and stuff like this, because it will support games from a previous consoles. So there won't be much need for people to buy Red Dead Redemption again. So from this perspective, I think it's not the reason why they are not making anything with this game, and I don't believe that they are waiting, but it can change at any time. Plus, I think they should rework the monetization system. It's just with this monetization system, there is no reason for Rockstar to to support the game. But since you are saying that in GTA was the same situation and anyone had a lot of money, but still I don't know, they changed something, they increased prices, or how does it happen? Because as I understand, the situation with economics was pretty much the same as it's in Red Dead Online at the moment, right? With GTA, like
Yeah, like in a way, like inflation, because everyone's just so rich and there's not much to do.
yeah,
But like
and
once,
how they changed it, yeah.
yeah, once they started like dropping content, everyone were pretty much wiped because like there were so many different things to buy, there were so many expensive things, and then yeah, everyone were like well, everyone's bank accounts, like in-game bank accounts, were wiped because like for example we got the yeah, let's just talk about the heist update. Update like came with loads of vehicles, I don't know, helicopters and jets and I don't know, like a lot of different things, and these were all really expensive, like each of these vehicles were like a few $1 million in game, and I would say every 1 million on GTA is about I don't know, like $1,000 maybe. And I think that would be a good solution also on Red Dead, because like a lot of people are like a lot of Jimmy, thank you for the follow. A lot of people are like, yeah, rich right now, and expensive content would actually be a good solution in my opinion.
But they have to change, I mean, prices in a store. I mean, prices for gold, because if they just rise up the prices, it's gonna be nonsense. Gold is gonna be too expensive. For example, if the new role will came out and it's gonna cost like 100 gold, and I don't know how much for 100 gold they're charging now, like more than $20, I believe, maybe even. I'm not familiar with the prices on gold, but I guess it's gonna be like $20 at least. So
I know that 25 gold bars is around 10 euros in Europe, I would say.
yeah, the prices are the same, I believe. It's just dollars for my region, but so
Maybe-
if 25, like it's gonna be more than $20 for 100, and no one will buy the gold, so they have to change prices. So How could they do this? I
No,
guess.
I wasn't really talking about like the gold bar prices because the gold bar still is not that. I don't think many people have like crazy amounts of gold bar. There are a lot of people that have been doing the dailies and stuff. They have, yeah, 1,000 gold bars or more. But like it's mostly the dollars that it's it's going crazy in people's bank accounts. Like
But
people just
dollars are
have
not monetization here. You cannot buy dollars with real
e-
money.
exactly. But like as the sooner people like run out of cash, the more likely they are to like buy gold bars. In my opinion, like because you can also use gold bars to buy a lot of different things. You see, like even the things that you can buy with dollars.
We have my favorite daily challenge now to get drunk, so I just have to do it because it's always lots of fun. But yeah, you can. But I cannot agree with you on that because you cannot buy with gold many items in the game. So it's not like they have to change it somehow. Because in GTA, as far as I understand, you can buy like the only currency, right?
Yeah, there's only one currency, and
Y-
which is the in-game dollars. Yeah.
Yeah, but here we have two, and gold is mostly spent for cosmetic items or rolls. And you cannot even buy like tonics with gold, so I
No,
don't
you
know how they
cannot
would.
buy tonics, but you can buy like weapons or
Well,
like
yeah, you can.
that
But
kind of stuff.
what kind of property do you think they will have to add to you know to because I think they will just add something like farm or like vehicles and they will cost in gold and that's how they will try to get the gold out of players.
I think they're already also doing a good job with the outlaw passes, because the outlaw pass um, takes gold from people at the same time. Also, it also like encourages like newer players to actually invest in the gold bars, to buy some gold bars, because they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy this outlaw pass and I'm gonna get my gold bars back. Yeah, but at the end of the day, that guy or that person is just that he still spends money, right, in
Yeah,
the
he
game.
steals money, but you see,
Yes.
what? It's a good example, actually. Okay, I disconnected my controller. It's a good example. You see, their monetization, I don't know how it's good to call it, strategy is to get money only from new players, and even more, they can get this money, real world money, only once, because as you said, new player will donate, buy gold, buy outlaw pass, but after he will complete outlaw pass he will have enough gold and will never ever donate again, and that's a big problem because there is no way for the company to get money from people who are playing regularly, who are playing every day, so they have to change something. Because at the moment, yes, the only people who are buying gold, I'm pretty sure it's new players, and
Yeah.
Rockstar saying we are fine with this. All our like discounts and stuff like this are only for new players. All the love for new players. We don't care about people who are like rank 200 or something because we don't get money from them. And I still think that they should no, they will change something. Just if they are getting interested in developing this game, because the way it works now it's not good.
In my opinion, I think actually the whole gold bar thing, uh, was a bit, I don't know, maybe not the best approach. At least they shouldn't have allowed us to uh, maybe grind the gold bars, but only keep the gold bar prices on cosmetic items, like maybe some kind of different coating of the hose or like some kind of special jacket. Then it wouldn't be like pay to win, so people wouldn't be able to pay with gold bars to buy like pamphlets or like a weapon or something. I think if they were only keeping the gold bar only purchasable, and they were only keeping it like on cosmetic items, that would have probably been a better idea. But that's just my opinion. Maybe
Yeah,
not everyone would
but
agree
they,
with
you
it.
know, they implemented this whole monetization stuff at the very beginning of beta, I believe, like in a 1 week after release, and I guess that was a mistake. In my opinion, they shouldn't have done it super fast. So can we actually buy pamphlet with gold? Let me take a look.
Yes, you can.
And there is no level. There is no level restrictions when you buy it. with the
I think
gold
there is.
Hello, friends. Hello,
I think there is for
And
the
we have
pamphlet.
some-
my comrade.
Okay,
I
I will mute. Sorry for that. I will
Who is
mute
this fucking
players.
hopo?
Okay, so how can I do this?
Who is this hopo, man?
Your mom gay.
Okay,
You
go
are
to the
fucking
settings,
loser.
right? And you can
Okay,
just.
okay.
Hey, come here, cat. Come here, cat.
I will turn
cat
off
man.
for a second.
Cat man. Come here, you bitch.
Okay,
Come
I'm
here,
sorry guys for that. I will have settings,
I want to
mom
duel.
line options.
I want duel. I will duel you, man.
Voice chatting, friends only, posse only. Okay, not this stupid people. I'm sorry. Sorry, dude. I hope I forgot to turn off the stuff I'm usually.
Yeah,
turning
no
off.
problem. It happens.
Yeah, people are weird and they are attacking me now.
People in my chat are asking about what do we think about the state of PvP? Jesse James.
Oh boy, there is a sad talk about PvP. I mean, what do you think, John, about PvP?
I think that. I mean, these are most of the things that we have discussed like last time, like the PvP related things, and since then nothing really has been changed. But like now, Jesse James is like mentioning Rockstar is not banning lag switch and mods and that kind of stuff. But like, I think it all goes back to the whole P2P sessions. So
Yeah.
until we have that, we can't really do anything about lag switching. And I don't even think they can find out like who's doing it, who's not doing it. The only person who would experience it is if they're in the same session. That's what I think. Because there's not much connection going on between Rockstar and the players. It's just mostly between the players. It's only the stats and stuff that is being uploaded to the Rockstar servers directly from the players. As someone on your stream says, you have lag, by the way.
Cannot watch stream, total lag. I have some issues with connection. I believe to
Oh,
the
right, okay.
servers. It's my game login.
All right.
Yeah, but I mean, they are trying to do something, which is kind of weird, because you see they added new maps to the PvP. This new, by the way, have you tried this new game modes?
Yeah,
the
the
special
special-
edition. Did you like?
Yes.
Did you like it?
It's weird. It's
But it's
Because
kind
of
of fun.
the
At least
climate
something
errors.
new, you know, because there is
yeah. Why
some
not?
changes for a long time. But they could have done much better. For example, like no ability cards or no auto aiming in this special edition PvP.
Yeah.
They decided
Hardcore
not.
session.
Yeah, but since they are doing something, I actually don't understand the logic. They are putting a lot of efforts into PvP in Red Dead Online, to be honest. They are making many new maps, new modes, they like developing something. But why? Why? I don't know. People are saying, why am I using third person view? Because I don't know, I like it. So,
Yeah, it's just personal preference. Jose in my stream, in my chat, he's talking about custom PvP matches and free aim, or
It would
or
be great
hardcore.
if there are. If there will be a...
I
Oh,
think
now I
it's-
have logs. Now I
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
one.
Your voice keeps cutting off. Uh, like I've been just working on a video like and
I have
like
to get to this stage.
that I'm comparing the old Red Dead with the new one.
Oh,
Uh,
and
it's kind of finished, by the way. I think I'm hoping to upload it like later today, like later tonight. Uh, but like there was like loads of things that I've noticed that were missing in this in Red Dead 2. Like in Red Dead 1 online, there was uh like you could skip matches, you could skip a map, you could skip like a game mode, you know, when you're waiting in a lobby. Why we can't do that in Red Dead 2?
I don't know, it
Oh,
was a good idea why they haven't implemented it in...
oh, or for example, we had like uh free aim like hardcore sessions. Why we don't have hardcore sessions? Like there are a lot of people, they just don't like the ability cards, they don't like auto aim, they don't like any of that. They just want to play with their friends and only with themselves, and you know they want to only rely on their own aim. They don't want anything from the game.
Well, maybe
But like,
because if you have private lobby, there won't be like reasons to buy gold at all, because at least now you can, I don't know, like griefers are attacking you and you say like, okay, I need the explosive pamphlets as well, and you spend gold and you just... I actually, they have a problem because, you know, they world still feels empty because the map is so big and it's kind of hard to spot a player, but they cannot do the sessions bigger, I mean the number of players, because even with this number of players it's not working any good, and on a console like 25 players is a borderline. After that it's starting to like animals disappearing and stuff like that.
I think even more than like 20 players, the animals start like messing up. The animal spawns.
Even 20, so they cannot make this world field full. But on the other hand, well, only dedicated servers will kind of fix some problems. But I don't believe they will gonna add it ever.
I don't know. There might be some hope. Maybe they change some, because last time also I've mentioned the game made by Ubisoft, For Honor. That game was released into P2P, and like quite some time after the release, they've changed it to
1 year. They
Yeah.
changed it in 1 year.
changed it to dedicated service. So maybe they do the same. Maybe you never know. Maybe they at some point the Rockstar realizes that okay, a lot of these problems that like we have to deal with, all these tickets that we're getting from the annoyed consumers and players, most of this could be fixed by implementing the dedicated service. So maybe only maybe at some point they actually do it.
I see a good point in a chat. Someone else said, and that's an actual nickname. Yeah, but For Honor was a hardcore PvP game, and that's kind of true because, with all my respect, PvP is not the best side of Red Dead Redemption. It's more like a, I don't know, casual grinding, relaxing world to just chill. And beside PvP in For Honor there was nothing. There was no even no PVE as far as I remember. There was a short campaign, super boring, is more like a tutorial. So they had to change it because you see, as the problem as I see it from from opinions on my Discord server, because there are many people, most people don't interested in PvP at all, so they don't care whether it's good, bad, lagging, lag switchers or rapid fire users. They just don't need it. So Rockstar won't bother I'm afraid. And they will just keep adding content like new roles, new PvE stuff and something like this. So that's why I'm actually confused why they are even adding and even trying to add something to PvP for a long time now. They actually doing good stuff with PvP. They adding new maps, new game modes. They rebalancing weapons and ability cards, and even the last one was kinda clever rebalance in my opinion. Not perfect, but at least they were trying to do something good. So this is what makes me confused. It seems like they chose to develop PvP in this game for some reason, but it's not working. So what do you think about this?
I agree that not everyone's main focus is PvP. Even I play a lot of PvP on Red Dead, but my main focus is not PvP. I just wanna get new stuff, you know, to experience new stuff in the game, really. But like, still, a lot of the problems that happen in the game, they are not necessarily PvP related, but like still dedicated servers. They're going to help like disconnection issues and I don't know, lag in a session and animal spawns and stuff. So we can't say that it only affects the PvP dedicated servers. It affects like everything, to be honest. And P2P is just like for this game, for this game with this scale and size, I would say it's insane that they've actually gone with the idea of P2P. It's crazy.
But
I
it's
think they
working
just
for GTA, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. I think they were like, it works for GTA, it should work on Red Dead as well. But I think Red Dead has a lot more variable things in the session, like yeah, animals and a lot of different things spawning at the same time. I don't know, man. I think P2P is just not enough for Red Dead. That's just my opinion. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree, even in Rockstar.
I'm pretty sure anyone would agree that, yeah, I mean, kind of. I mean, I will be surprised if we will find any person among players who would say, "Oh, you know what? I'm fine with peer-to-peer." I mean, this constant disconnected booters and stuff like this is it's just something I was looking for always. Yeah, but from the you see, have you heard about the last add-on, I don't know, update for Fallout 76?
No, I haven't been
Oh,
following
so
it.
Fallout 76 was released like a total trash. Anyone hated it. I don't know exactly when, but a long time ago.
But I know a lot of people are playing it right now. They think it's great. I haven't tried it yet.
And they have released a big update like I don't know, like few weeks ago, and everyone is happy and they are saying like they fix it, not anything of course, but now game is playable and enjoyable for many people. So there is a hope for a big update. Like, what do you think they should add to the game, except dedicated server, because that's not gonna happen, let's face it. What do you think they should add to the game from the I don't know, mechanics or stuff like properties to make anyone happy and anyone playing?
I think if they bring out like properties, like really proper expensive properties, that's going to make a lot of the like older players, like high level players, like happy, and also at the same time it would drain their money and gold. I think that's a great idea. For example, you buy a mansion with like I don't know $10,000 or something like that, yeah, $5,000 to $10,000, and then inside of that mansion you can customize it with like I don't know gold furniture and that kind of stuff, and pay gold bar to do it.
But again, we have a Moonshiner Shack now, right? Why couldn't they make the same stuff for a Moonshiner Shack? So you buy a Moonshiner Shack for like 25 gold or 35 gold, I don't remember. And then you have a real option for decorations there, but there is no such options. You only can buy preset decorations, and in my opinion that's kind of stupid. I mean, they already have a property, but they didn't realize this mechanic of fully customizable property. Why? It's because of the servers problem. So we're again talking about the that peer-to-peer is not letting this game to get better.
Someone in your chat mentioned that I'm acting. John is acting that we're all millionaires. But that's not what I meant. I meant like some kind of mansion, right? It's not gonna change the game for a lower level player, but it gives something to the crazy rich players to like spend money on. You know, like lower level player that doesn't have much money, he could buy like a shack, small shack. But maybe someone who has a lot of money, you know, could just spend it on something finally in the game, which could be a mansion, for example. Sorry, I cut you off there.
It also gives, I forgot what I was talking about, it's not a problem. It also gives a new player like a hope, a stimul to level up and grind something, because they know that at the end of the game they will have like a mansion, not just nothing like it's now, because there is no, you know, no carrot
End
and
game.
stick, no end game stuff to grind it. And Sudora Sia says that we all want a donkey, even if it's gonna cost 100 or 200 gold bars. And yeah, they could add something like you know, just pure cosmetics nonsense for overpriced, like a donkey. Because it's gonna be cool and anyone will spend their gold on a donkey, and on the wise donkey won't really give, like, you know, huge advantage to high level players. They just will look cool. And also they
that's what I mean also. Like a lot of stuff that won't really affect like PvP experience, but like it would just like it would mostly be about like that individual player's experience, you see. And yeah, if it's expensive, then people have a choice to like buy it or not buy it, I suppose. But as long as it doesn't affect PvP and doesn't make it like pay to win, I think it's fine, to be honest.
But they are fine with paying to win. You see, there is a Carcano rifle that you can buy with gold, and it's at the moment, at least on the PC, it's I don't know, it's way overpowered.
And there's no level cap, right, when you spend gold?
I don't know about that, but as far as I know, please, if you know, let me know in the chat. Yeah, is there a level cap when you buying something with gold, like Carcano rifle? Because I know for sure that you can buy a second holster and use two revolvers with the gold from the first level. So at this point there is no level cap. But what about Carcano rifle or, for example, dynamite arrow? It's another overpowered stuff. No, it's not a level cap with gold. Money wins everywhere, we have a first opinion. Then it's a pay to win, it's pretty clear.
Both on my chat and your chat, they're saying that they think that the Carcano rifle is overpowered. And,
I'm pretty sure it is.
I would agree as well, because of and mainly that would be the rate of fire. And I think it's combination of rate of fire, and you can also make like one-shot builds. With the
one-shot build is insane. There shouldn't be one-shot builds with a Carcano rifle. It's nonsense. But you know what? Yeah. Do you remember sniper rifles at the beginning of the beta? They were much less powerful.
Lower.
They were like much lower. And they actually, I've counted up, they buffed sniper rifles in this or other way three times.
Your words were cutting off. Your voice was cutting off, sorry.
Oh, so it's probably because again I guess I'm lagging. I said that 3 times they were buffing sniper rifles since the beginning of the game.
Yeah, and they made it just too strong. Like right now, there's no other reason for me to not use there's no reason for me not to use Carcano, for example. You know, I always carry it on the back, and the fact that I think this happened at the same time with the Frontier Pursuits update, right? Wasn't it? They've increased the animations on everything, on every
And
animation
they
in the game.
added aim assist.
And then they also added the aim assist, so it was like
and
they
they
made
also
it
added
faster.
sharpshooter as well, because it's
Yeah.
a pretty strong ability card for sniper rifles. So yeah, they just, and sharpshooter in my opinion is the only passive ability that is too strong. It's really strong ability. And it works with sniper rifles. I mean, not only, but with sniper rifles, it
with
gives
any
maximum
weapons.
effect. Yeah, but
Yeah. With any scoped weapon, let's say.
yeah, but I see no reason to use scopes on any weapons. I mean, there is no reason to use scope on a Springfield rifle, because on a scope distance you will deal no damage. Again, after summer update. So they nerfed any other weapon, and they buffed sniper rifles. For some reason, I don't know why. Probably they looking at stats that nobody is using them, and they say, okay, we have to buff this weapon up. But it's
Yeah,
not
but
a good idea. in
when no
my
one
opinion.
is using a weapon, doesn't mean that it has to be like broken.
Sure, but you know how in other games like For Honor, for example, they are deciding which there are like there are different warriors. I forget how they called, but there is a one statistics for overall game player pool and different statistics for professionals, for high level players who play one against another. And for different champions there is a different win rate in each category. But in Red Dead Online there is no way to collect data from strong players playing against strong players, because there is no such no such stuff as a matchmaking or matchmaking ranking system, I would say.
There's no MMR.
Yeah, and that's for they have only stats from average player that is not using Carcano, not using tonics, not using ability cards probably, so they don't know what to change based on the data. And that's another problem, and why this game like is not about PvP in my opinion. I actually hoped for a PvP in this game for a long time. I enjoyed it a lot, and I still kinda play sometimes. But more I was thinking about, more I got disappointed, to be honest, because they could have done it much better. But I don't know if it's gonna happen ever.
But I don't know. I think the next right step for balancing the sniper rifles would be, at least on console, would be to make the aim assist less strong, make it weaker. Basically, they do really have to do that, because it's way too much right now, to be honest. And in overall, I would say if they want to overall like balance sniper rifles or any weapon in general, it would be great to decrease the fire rates to maybe not to as slow as what it was before the summer update. Sorry, the Frontier Pursuits update, but something in between at least, you know, because some of the weapons they got way too fast, and then that's also how the Lancaster glitch appeared, the crouch spamming Lancaster rapid fire glitch appeared, the Carcano got broken, you know, all of this stuff. And you know, everyone just also said in my chats that aim assist is really broken.
Okay, but they're balancing the game in the same way for PC and for consoles in the same way. So removing aim assist is not gonna change anything on a PC, for example. And the
yeah, but the
problem
rate of
still
fire
will be
would.
here. Rate of
But the rate
fire
of-
would maybe damage should be reduced just a little bit. So
Or just nerfing sharpshooter, for example. You know, the Fool Me Once was broken, they nerfed it. You know, now sharpshooter is too strong. then yeah, maybe it's a good idea to nerf it. Because right now, I choose when I'm playing the game, I choose sharpshooter with Carcano. I use Landon's patience, and that's all I need. With 2 damage cards, I one-shot everyone.
You
if
can
they're not
even
on
use
tonics.
peak condition instead of Landons, and it's still gonna be 2 shot and 1 shot to the most people in PvP Showdown series to the body with Corcana, and 2 shot against pretty much anyone.
Yeah, but like if they nerf that you cannot get one-shot builds unless you have like a
Free
glass cannon
ability.
build.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least free.
Yeah, then that would bring like a bit more balance to it.
Well,
That's what I think.
maybe they will change it. We will see. So far, it doesn't look like they care about it at all. But maybe they will. But still, I mean, they should add like private PvP lobbies, so you can, I don't know, find a team of 5 players, or 7 players, or 4 players, and invite other team of the same size to have a private PvP Showdown series. That will bring a lot of fun in this game. And I don't know why it's not here yet.
Yeah, like custom matches or custom sessions. That would be great. People make their own sessions with their own rules, and that would be great. They could also, I don't know, they could probably actually charge money, charge people for money, because like Battlefield 4, they had the private servers that you could rent and pay some money, and communities would just like like put money together and yeah, pay the monthly fee and just have their
Yeah,
own
it's a great idea again.
private sessions.
To get some money and
And then-
to satisfy some players. I mean,
Yeah,
many
yeah, yeah.
players.
That would be a way to get some money from the players. That would bring a lot of private servers that they have their own like role-playing rules that were like no griefing rules, or I don't know, no auto-aim rules or no ability code rules, and you could just like predefine these before you create the session, so anyone who joins, they're not able to like use anything that is not allowed, for example. I think that would make a lot of people happy without like pissing a lot of people off, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah,
because if they
sure.
just completely remove aim assist, a lot of people are gonna stop playing because they only play aim assisted games and they're not used to like playing anything else, for example. And they can't. They're just gonna go and do something else. Go play GTA or something. So that's for example a bad idea. But if they give us option to like make these private sessions, I can actually think that happen. A lot of people, a lot of these communities, they like to play free aim only, or for example, they want to do like some kind of role playing. They can just make their own sessions and just put a password on it, and only like their own community members can access to it, for example. I think that's
Okay, but look,
quite a
it's
solid idea.
another idea that is not super hard to make for Rockstar. Why it's not in the game? Why do you think? Because it sounds not something super hard. It's not adding new big role or properties. It's not gonna ruin servers or something, and there won't be many bugs because of this. And they will have profit from it. Why they are not doing it? And many people asking for this. I mean, what's the reason behind not doing something in this way?
Do you mean like passive income?
No, not a passive. I mean like this private sessions or like private showdown series that you have to pay a bit for, but where you set your own rules, like you were saying before.
Oh right, okay, I misunderstood you. I don't know. What does the chat think about it? Chat, what do you think? Both Cat's chat and my chat.
They should remove aim assist for PC version. I have from my chat Hossam says, but it's an interesting. Have you played? Oh, you haven't played on a PC, right? Because many people are like saying that aim assist on a PC shouldn't exist, but I disagree because mouse and a keyboard has huge advantage over gamepad, especially in the current meta where sniper rifles are so strong. I mean, without aim assist, they won't stand a chance.
But they don't put everyone in the same session, do they? On PC.
Well, by default, you have aim assist, even if you don't have a controller at all. So unless you know that you have to go to the settings and change it, you will be in an auto aim sessions. That's how they made it.
Yeah, that's how it was on GTA as well. Everyone spawn in a game with auto aim, but like if they go back to story mode and change it to free aim, then the next time they join online, it's gonna be free aim session. But this wasn't the case on Red Dead, sadly.
Another, by the way, good idea from a chat. This game needs a reason for free roam PvP, and I agree with that like 100%. Oh, I found a donkey. Yoo-hoo.
I think they could add. Okay. The free roam events that we have right now, except the ones that they are PVE only, I think they could have been, taking place in normal sessions. And for example, you get a message like, "Oh yeah, King of the Castle is happening in Lemoyne. Hold triangle to fast travel if you want."
I mean, out of 20, I got your idea, but out of 20 people, how many would you think will join this event? They cannot make this
right.
unless they are bigger sessions, unless they have 50 people.
You're right. You're right. I didn't think about it like that. Yeah.
Unfortunately, because that's the problem. And again, how can they change and fix this problem? Make dedicated servers that can handle like 50 players in a session. And then here we go. We have a free roam PvP that makes some sense. Like you said, these events, just random event, and people are going from all over the map to
like rob the train. Rob the train.
Yeah, rob the train. I mean, it's and it's even can be made with role system. Like one role is, let's say you have to choose. Either you are robber or you are like sheriff or something. And you have to buy your role.
You mean factions?
I mean, yeah, faction. And each time there is some event, you have to choose your side. I mean, you already choose your side, and then take part in a free roam PvP. It would be much more fun. But at the current state, where with 20 people in a huge map, they just cannot make this happen, unfortunately. And so that's another problem that not gonna be solved.
Like I said before, also like PUBG and Fortnite and those games, they have like 100 players in the same session. You see, I think Warzone is like 150. I'm not sure. Was it 100? Like Call of Duty.
150. It's 150.
I think so. Yeah. And it works just fine. The sessions are doing a lot better than Red Dead. I gotta say. And yeah, the game would be a lot more cool, I think, if there was like 100 people in one session. The map is big enough for it, definitely. And the game would feel a lot more live. For example, like right now, sometimes I'm playing and doing my own thing. It takes like, maybe it goes like half an hour, 1 hour. I don't even meet anyone in the game.
Yeah, it's a common situation.
Yeah.
Like, world feels empty, and that's a problem. But again, 4 players in a free roam lobby equals chaos. Red Salute says, and he might be right, but it's still gonna be more fun than it's at the moment. What do you think about slippery bastard griefers?
We're just about to read that as well.
Yeah, what does it mean, slippery bastard griefers?
I mean, a griefer is a griefer. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which ability card he's using.
Yeah.
And Well, Slippery Bastard is not so powerful. It's pretty strong against people who know only how to play with this, you know, aim on a head that are mostly playing on the consoles. But it's not so overpowered otherwise because sniper rifles are just crushing it. So Slippery Bastard is not a problem. I actually think they should buff Slippery Bastard a little bit. What do you think? Or maybe nerf Painted Black.
I think it's in a good place, but Painted Black could receive maybe like a decreased range probably. Because
Yeah,
the
range is
too long.
insane. It's just insane. I mean,
Yeah, and then someone in your chat said that battle royale games, they don't have to like worry about like animal spawns and stuff.
yeah,
But they
and
have
many
different
other
things.
stuff.
They have different things. You know, they have to, you know, the battle royale servers, like they have like different spawns. Like they have like items and health, and weapons and weapon attachments and all of that. So I think it's quite the same. If the server is strong enough, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, if it's a peer-to-peer connection, they not gonna handle even that. I believe. I don't think that any Call of Duty, I mean not Call of Duty, but Battle Royale big game has peer-to-peer connections. But so
No, there's no. I don't think there are any modern competitive games that they are P2P. They could be. Maybe the I don't know.
I mean,
Is Uncharted competitive? Nope. But I think that game is P2P. I believe so. But I would say, oh, it makes me really annoyed when I think about it. I understand that this game is not P2, like what's it called, PvP focused, like mainly at
Yeah.
least. But like I said earlier a million times, it would still fix a lot of issues that we're having right now.
it will fix cheaters because on a PC it's a huge, not like fix completely, but as far as I understand, it's gonna make it so much harder to
Yeah,
do
but
all this trash and
with mods they use, I think they can like kick people off the session and pull their IPs and
they can do pretty much anything on a
Yeah.
PC. It's insane. I mean,
and they're not able to do that anymore, you know. So that would be also the like step in the right direction also for the cheaters. Like I was talking to my moderator Garrett from the on Discord earlier, and he said that he was just like playing last night, and then his camp couldn't spawn, and then he faced the cheater, so he just like turned off the game and went away. So like these are the stuff that you like, you know, they ruin the player experience.
and people are saying, did you hear about the money drain glitch? I
Yeah.
heard about the cheating when the cheater was taking money out of players on the PC. I don't know if it's fixed already, but there was even a way to take other players' money on a slow rate, but still it's annoying, especially for a new player. Just imagine if you're a new player,
If they don't know what's going on.
yeah, and you unless you know what's going on, you can stop it if you know it. But if you're a new player, you can easily lose all your money while it's going on, and it's super stupid.
Or maybe someone just like joins the, what's it called, game and just goes to the, I don't know, bathroom or something, or just goes AFK.
Yeah, AFK.
And he comes
Maybe
back,
he's
he's lost like
farming
$500.
trader role. He's waiting for creeps to do his stuff. I actually often do this stuff, and I go AFK, and then you come back, and I believe it was like $1 a second or something like this. It was just,
Your worst were.
I mean, and you're out of money. And have you
I
heard
couldn't hear what
about
you said,
the gold chests?
Yes, but would you repeat yourself what you said earlier first? Because your voice was completely out.
Oh. I was saying that sometimes I also go AFK, and as far as I remember, drain rate was like $1 a second, so if you go for like 10 minutes while your creep is making stuff, you can lose all your money completely. I might be wrong on the drain rate, but still it's a big problem.
I believe if you go to post office and have your catalog open, you won't even get kicked. So maybe someone was there and just was AFK for like, I don't know, half a day or something for some reason.
But you can open your catalog anyway and you won't get kicked.
Yeah, but you also want to be in a safe zone so you don't get like KD farmed by someone.
No.
But what was I saying? Yeah, and maybe the guy would come back and he's got like no money left. And yes, I've heard about the treasure chest that people were spawning it anywhere they wanted to get people banned like intentionally.
And sometimes even, you know what the trick was? Sometimes even at the collectors spawning spots, so people wasn't even aware that, this chest is something unusual.
Yeah. Like even I would I'm level 400 and I've played the game a lot. I know everything in the game. Well, not everything, but most of the things I know in the game. I know how it works. And then if I see that, I would open it. I want to see what is it. Maybe it's some kind of
because
secret
you are
update.
curious.
Yeah. And then if that gets me banned, I'm gonna be really pissed because like it's not my fault. Like I can only imagine how much this has been like pissing people off that they've had no idea. They had no intention of like cheating or doing anything like that, and just opening a random chest and getting punished for it. That would have made me really, really, really angry, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, have you heard about how's this field called? I forgot. I mean, this modded controllers on consoles. Have you actually faced this ever?
What is a modded controller?
Oh boy, I forgot the word. Like it's a small
Chronos
like
Max.
Chronos Max, right? Chronos Max.
I have seen people using it, but I've never had to like play. Actually, I've had it a few times. I suppose when I think about it. Yeah, a lot of the people that they do the Lancaster rapid fire glitch, they can do it with the normal controller, but I would say most of them they use the Chronos Max. Actually, Chronos, they have like contacted me, and I would like to try and show it on the video, like how exactly it's affecting different games and Red Dead in general. So maybe it could raise some awareness about it, and maybe Rockstar would see it. But like last time I made a video about it, like annoying PvP exploits in the game. That was like 2 or 3 months ago, and still all of those glitches are in the game. None of them.
Yeah, they're
have
not
been
fixing
patched.
anything. Just not fixing not a single stuff. Like rapid fire with Lancaster. I mean,
It was, I don't know if people in the chat have seen that video that I've made like 3 months ago, but it was the rapid fire Lancaster off the radar glitch. It was the rapid fire bow. It was the, what else was it?
well, rapid fire bow is kinda useless glitch in my opinion. But
But like
still.
they still haven't patched them. you
Yeah,
know?
they
That's-
still haven't. But I mean, rapid fire was since this big summer update. I'm pretty sure. Once they reached up the moving speed, it appeared, as far as I remember. And it's like for more than half a year now, and nobody cares. And it's super weird. So
Yeah, I don't think that they have so much focus on the game right now, to be honest. But it's
and what are they doing? What do you think? What Rockstar? They like give up on, or they just making like big update with lots of cool stuff? What's your personal opinion? I mean,
I can think of a few different scenarios that is going on right now. Maybe one could be, and I think this is a big factor in every company. It doesn't matter um, what's company it is, or what if it's a gaming company or if it's some kind of different office type of office, because of the virus situation right now.
Yeah.
Uh, it's everyone's like taking it easy, and the projects are not going as it's supposed to. Like my work, my real life work is like completely dead right now, because for example, I have to like record like real life events and edit them, and they're not happening because no one's going out. And I think every job and every industry is affected,
Affected, yeah, I agree.
except maybe like posting and groceries and that kind of stuff. I
And
think
keep in mind, I will just take this point that John lives in Sweden, and it's not such a strong quarantine in Sweden, as far as I know, not as strong as in many
no,
other countries.
it's not that strong. For example, when I compare like Sweden to like Denmark, and
Because
it's
many
different.
countries is just
Really
closed,
different.
anything closed. Nobody's working except for like some people who are working for a government and
No, and
shops.
it's not strict at all over here, and still like a lot of the offices and a lot of people, they work from home. They choose to work from home. So I'm saying like uh, that's a big reason for Rockstar delaying updates and releases and stuff. That makes sense.
But
I
what do
don't,
you think it should have been released when? And if there were no coronavirus, right? What do you think?
maybe we had the update by now. Maybe we had the
By
new
now?
update by now. I think it was possible, yeah. Because now it's a little bit unusual, because it's been a long time, almost half a year, and maybe they were planning on updating the game sooner, and they had to delay it. But they're not that uh, transparent. They're really secretive about it. So even if this was the case, they would not tell us, I think.
I have an option in chat that even before this pandemic, Rockstar left us out to dry. And I think, actually, my personal opinion that this delay is not really connected with the situation. I mean,
Yeah, but I'm saying
there
it's
are some
possible.
reasons behind this different, like maybe it's connected actually to new generation of consoles. Maybe they're just deciding to shut down the project at all. I mean, like, not put a lot of effort and see what's I don't know what's going to happen. But I highly doubt that they like even moved the data of the release because of the pandemic, because it was nothing in a March, and I'm pretty sure that if they were releasing the content as they like they should have been at the beginning of the March already a new big update, at least some update, at least new role. And if the release date was let's say even on the end of March, they would have started to spoiler this long time before, like 2 months ago in February, where there was no even talks
Yeah,
about.
we haven't got any teasers or anything. So
Yeah, nothing,
you're right.
nothing at all. So and it's kind of weird to me. It seems like they give
Yeah,
up.
that's true. And that was one of the scenarios that I was talking about. And then second could be that maybe it's the fact that like we both talked about earlier, that they're not making much money. Well, Take-Two I think Take-Two owns Rockstar Games, and they don't see much return of the investments in Red Dead Online.
Yeah. And
So
like,
they're just like not spending as much time and resources on it to update it. At least for now, I think. But another thing could also be the fact that they're just waiting for the next gen. It's and that is also very likely when looking back at like the history of Rockstar and how GTA 5 was between the generations.
Well, we will see if that's true, because I mean, in my opinion, we will like see the bigger picture once they will finally release this deals, this update, not a DLC, but an update. If it's gonna be something like useless, like only photographer roles, and it's gonna be sad news. If they will add something actually that something is worth, then it's gonna be much better. But again, when this will happen, I have no idea. What do you think? Actually, your prediction, when we will see the update?
Hopefully before the summer. I'm hoping.
Before
So
the
at least-
summer, so like pretty soon.
Hopefully, because a lot of people are annoyed and a lot of people are angry that we're not getting any updates, no bug fixes, and like this stuff in the long term, pisses people off a lot. Like sometimes I start raging really bad because I'm like, how long have I been playing this game? How much time I spend on it? I'm trying to I fast travel to my camp. There's nothing on it. It doesn't the camp it's there on the minimap,
Yeah.
but there's nothing there. I was raging. This happened on the stream. I think it's few weeks ago. I think people in my chat remember that. I just started raging. I was like, why the hell am I playing this game? When then they're just not doing anything about these problems that they've been in the game for like months and months and months. And sorry if I sound like I'm complaining a little bit, but like when you spend like invest so much time and energy in a game, and in return, and also money, like I bought gold bars. I paid full price for the game, and in return you're not getting enough support, or if you tell them, they're just gonna say like, oh, just like clear your cache or something. That just, I don't know, man.
Yeah, this
that
generic.
really.
Or once they have like no show no love for players that are higher than level 60 for like months and months. They add in nothing. They given us like these discounts pretty useless for any high level players, and just there's nothing for. They just like saying, oh, we don't care if you're playing or not, so see ya. And it's
Yeah,
kind
but
of weird.
that's not a great idea because, for example, since Hunt Showdown came out, I've been having a hard time playing Red Dead PvP because I played that game, and I don't know if you've seen it or not yet, but I played the PvP on Hunt, and I'm like, wow, this is great, and I can spend like all day on it. But like, I can't do the same on Red Dead. I have to force myself sometimes to actually play Red Dead. But the only thing that is keeping me to play Red Dead is my stream, because I love playing with my community, and it's really fun. They're really nice and fun, and that is the only reason that I come back to the game at the moment. So if I was a regular player and I wasn't creating content or anything, I would have stopped playing Red Dead by now. That is 100%. That is 100%. I'm sure about that.
Yeah.
At least I would have taken like a really long break and be like, okay, I just come back in when the PS5 comes out, and maybe the game is different by then. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people, like I know a lot of people that I used to play with Red Dead like pretty much every day. They're not playing it anymore. They're playing Warzone. They're playing the Division. They're playing something.
Same here. Like most people I know are not playing anymore. By the way, Gorjo75 says that I should join Shootout series and invite you. And Unfortunately,
not
it's
on
impossible because we are playing on a different platforms.
Yes,
Plus,
I play on PS4.
you know, I'm playing. I'm looking at the screen of the OBS, so I have like delay, and you saw I had hard times hitting like deer, so that useless snubs that were attacking me at the beginning. So it's not gonna be good in the PvP, unfortunately.
I just waited. I just waited with playing because I wanted to focus more on the on the conversation.
Yeah, it's
So
kind of hard to to make a conversation, and
play.
with this delay I have problems like hitting deers.
Yeah.
So
So I just
actually
decided. Go on,
look,
sorry.
here is the story. When I'm streaming in Russian, I mostly stream on YouTube, and I stream the same way with a controller on a PC and with delay over. And sometimes I'm actually going to a PvP just to make challenge, and most of the time I fail. Then, and I actually started a Twitch channel just to prove that I can win, and you know, not be a bad player in a PvP, because it's kind of hard to read chat, make conversation, and play with bad circumstances. And on a Twitch is kind of easier for me because there is a chat over your display when you are in the game. As this feature, at least I don't know.
All right. Okay.
So you're not optimistic. You don't sound optimistic, in my opinion, like about the future of the game.
I mean, I'm always trying to be optimistic. Like obviously, I want to see great thing happens. I love Red Dead so much. It's so fun for me to make videos about it. It's so fun for me to stream it, but it needs. I mean, come on, it needs some
Yeah.
attention. some
Okay,
more
okay,
attention.
but you said you making videos, and it's another interesting topic. Don't you feel like frustrated? Because I mean, I'm pretty sure that for you is the same as for me, is that most of your core audience is not playing anymore, and many people are not watching videos about PvP mechanics or something like really interested, and they're getting no views at all, because the only way to get many views at the moment for Red Dead Online is to make speculation or make video for like new players, and that's
Yeah,
it.
but I think mostly speculation because
Mostly,
people come on
yeah.
YouTube. They wanna find out about like feature updates or stuff like that, and people been playing the game for like a year. They're not looking for like PvP guides, I think.
Yeah, and
except that,
PvP lobbies are empty. I don't know how is it on a PC, but
I think on
or
PS4
PS,
it's alright.
PS4. I mean,
It's alright. It's not
alright.
empty. Yeah, people are still playing. I could load in right now and get like a full lobby.
Right now I can find a full lobby too, but at the morning I'm trying to play PvP on a PC or on Xbox, and there is no hope to play good game. Like
Depends on the time of the day as well, like you said.
Yeah, but I mean, like half year ago, it was not a problem to find a game at the morning. For example, there were some people, and now they're just empty lobbies, and you have to wait for like.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have stopped playing, but also, like yesterday and today, I logged on the game earlier for like half an hour, and I looked at the players list. Most of the players, I would say 90% of the players, they were actually like level 15.
I would do the same at the moment, right
20.
now. Well, I have a different situation. Most of the players in my lobby are higher than level 80.
I think it's also because there's just been the spring sale on PS4, on PlayStation Network, and we had like you could buy like the Ultimate Edition for like 30 euros or something. So I think that's also why a lot of people.
Oh, by the way, on Xbox you can get it for free in 2 weeks. They are adding Red Dead Redemption 2
to the Game
the
Pass.
Xbox Pass, yeah, and
All right.
it's not for free, but it's almost equal. So they are trying to sell the game to anyone who wants to buy. What do you think, by the way, about this opportunity? Maybe they will make it like free to play at some point. For example, only
It's-
online
it's-
part, only online part. So if you wanna play story mode, you have to buy full game. Like for example, just to for
Yeah, that's the thing is Rockstar is really also take two. They're really traditional in these areas. I feel like, but like maybe they see that. All right, Epic Games made Fortnite, and they made it work even though it's free to play. They're still making more money than us.
yeah.
Or be like, yeah, Warzone is doing great and it's free, and yeah, if people want to play story mode or something, they just they buy the story mode for like $50, which is worth it because that story mode is like one
Sure,
of the
but
best.
and
Yeah,
online is a great way to promote the story mode because once you gonna love the world, many people will decide to buy the game for a price. But
yeah, and it's also proven that free to play, in free to play method, like people are more likely to like spend money. Like for me, it's quite rare to spend money in a game, unless I want to have treat myself or something like that. I don't know, but Warzone, I don't own the game. But when I downloaded it and I played it a few matches, I've played it for like 2-3 days, and I was like, this is actually a great game. Like, and I kind of felt bad about not spending any money on it because I'm actually
well, you can buy
having fun on it.
Call of Duty and it's an awesome game to be. I mean,
No, Call of Duty is Warzone is free to play, and if you want to play multiplayer or single player, then you have to pay.
yeah, but I mean, you can spend your money on buying Call of Duty, and you will get extra, ways to play this smaller game modes that are actually awesome in Call of Duty. I play them a lot. I even wanted to stream them, but unfortunately my computer is not is not good enough to make it happen. It's the only
Alright,
game
I
I
see.
can stream. But it's awesome. You probably would enjoy it because there is
Yeah.
cross-platform there.
Yes.
And
So what I was saying was that for example, the game was free, and then I just bought the battle pass. There's like a battle pass every one or 2 months, I think, on Warzone, on Call of Duty.
yeah, 2 months I believe. Call of Duty makes it 2 months.
Yeah, and I just bought it, and if I start playing it again, I would buy it again. I feel like because
How much, by the way,
to
it
support the
costs? How much does it cost?
I don't know. I think like 10 to 20 euros, I would say.
Yeah, it's a great monetization model. I mean, but you see the problem. Rockstar is not trying to implement any of these models in the game. They are trying to do the same as with GTA Online.
And it's not working.
It's
because
not working
basic.
because it's out of date. I mean,
Yes.
peer-to-peer servers outdated, but they are outdated for like 10 years now. But that's another story. For some reason, it's working in GTA. I mean, their monetization system with pay to win, only buying gold money that you can spend on stuff to get in-game advantage. It's also outdated. I mean, maybe for some mobile games it's fine, but on the PC I don't remember many games that have such a bad way of getting money. And nothing of this is working for Red Dead Online for this or another reason. And I don't know, they are still not changing anything. That's the problem in my opinion, and like all the potential is wasted because of that. Unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely there needs to be some updates and changes in their approach, like how they're approaching like the money and in-game purchases in the game, or and how they release the updates. And I think they really need to reconsider some of their strategies, because it's not always going to only because it worked on GTA Online like 6-7 years ago doesn't mean that it's gonna work right now as well.
Sure.
Like even like Activision, like we talked about Call of Duty earlier, yeah. They, if you look at their games like 7 years ago. I don't know, what was it like? Call of
Black
Duty
Ops,
Ghosts, I think, something like that. And
maybe
yeah,
Ghost, maybe.
they were using the same similar method as I would say GTA, but now they've moved on. You know, they're adapting the newer strategies. Like for example, free to play.
Free to play. It's a strategy that I believe it should work in Red Dead Online. In case of Red Dead Online, it can like give a result. So maybe we will see the same. And of course, they have to rework the monetization system. And I mean, outlaw passes shouldn't be free like they are now, and they should cost money. But I mean, I'm totally fine actually. To be honest, I'm totally fine buying outlaw pass once in 3 months with
Yeah,
real
I wouldn't
money.
have any
like
problem buying
$5, $10. I mean, they should charge the price. It should give us only cosmetics or mostly cosmetics, and I'm fine. I'm pretty sure that many people would buy it actually. Oh, have a donation. Thank you.
I think everyone's fine, to be honest with it.
Yeah, but they are not doing this. I mean, I still don't understand this. I'm pretty sure that if we would watch some of the 10 minutes videos from, you know, some other channels, there will be answers for all these questions, but I won't do that.
But yeah, if you're spending so much time on a game, right, and you have fun on it, why wouldn't you spend money to support it?
Yeah, that's
And how much Red Dead has saved me in money, it's insane. Like in a weekend, like today, I could just well, not that during this time, but like I could go out like to a nightclub with
I'm
some
crying
friends
now. I'm crying
and
actually.
and
When
spend
you're
like
saying it.
50, 60 bucks or $100 in a night, and I can play Red Dead for free, and I still get entertainment from it. So you know, I wouldn't have any trouble spending money on it. That's my opinion. But we need updates to spend money on it. You know, like it's just not like it works both ways. Kat, I have a suggestion because a lot of people they think they want to have questions.
Yeah.
So maybe we wrap up with some questions. So chats, both my chat and Kat's chat. If you have any questions, just let us know, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, we can take one question from each chat. I
Yes,
mean, one
yes.
by one, and answer them. So if you have any questions, answer, and John goes first and find a good question, John.
That's a brilliant idea. Yeah, just guys, shoot.
Yeah. I know you have many questions because there were many questions in my chat. It's just I don't know how to answer them, you know, without interrupting. It's impossible in this format, unfortunately, to answer.
First one, I got the first question here. Chris
Yeah.
is asking in my chat, how many roles do you think they're gonna add in the next major update? Well,
Your bet.
I think that the rumors are 2 roles, but I would say anywhere between 1 to 3 roles. That's my opinion.
What's the second role is the rumor? First is photographer. What's the second one?
Some herbalist or something. I don't know. That's what I've
Oh.
heard.
Sounds.
But I don't confirm
sounds
it.
Not
So, but
interesting,
but
actually.
according to the like experience and the previous history, I would say 1 to 3 roles.
I would say
for this
one. I
upcoming
would
update.
say photographer, and that's it. That's my bet. I think
Okay.
that next update won't be super fun. Where would you, Alex Malefant asks, where would you guys think a personal property for building a house could be? Maybe west of Emerald Ranch. So anywhere. I mean, there is a plenty of room in this, plenty of space for a property in this game. What do you think, John?
I think that it could be anywhere, and it wouldn't be a problem at all, since like we've seen, they've done it with they pulled it off with the moonshine shacks.
Yeah.
So multiple people could like own the same building. So I think it's gonna be the same. like the way it was on GTA as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like maybe they will just you know, improve the Moonshiner Shack. What do you think? Like make it a real house at some point. So you
Maybe
can...
they give us option to like buy, expand it, and add some I don't know, hotel rooms to it or something like that, so people can get smashed and just like spend the night there.
Yeah, it
It's
would be a
possible.
good idea. This sounds fun.
Any more questions? There's someone in my that's asking Trapper. Oh, I got another one. Dean Baxter. How would you revamp the honor system online to actually matter and have an impact on the game, other than its current limited functionality? I would make it that every time you have an interaction with a player, according to that, you're going to lose or gain honor. Because that would make a lot of sense. Because right now, if someone shoots you first and you shoot them back, you're still gonna lose honor, I believe. But that could, for example, be reworked, or like every time you have an encounter with a player, if it's peaceful, if you're like going past each other, like waving at each other, then you gain some honor. But if you're shooting the guy in the face, then you lose some. I think that would be a great way to actually like rework it. It is in a way like that right now, but it needs a lot of adjustments to make it feel more natural.
But I
Or
mean,
like,
it still
yeah.
means nothing. Your honor means nothing. They should rework this first, so you should have some benefits or negative moments when you have like high or low honor, for example.
Yeah. For example, it could be that if you have low honor, the lawmen are going to be a lot more aggressive on you. You know, they're going to use like Carcano rifles or rolling block and one shot you, that kind of stuff. Or if you have high honor, they're not going to be as aggressive. That could be a thing. There could be some kind of, if you're high honor, you get like 10% discounts in shops. Anything could be really, but like different things could actually encourage people to be more friendly in the game. It could really work, to be honest.
Okay, so I've got a question from first of all, super fast question. Do you think they'll patch the damn rapid fire? No, unfortunately no. But the big question: what do you like to see for RDR2 in the future? Bank heist, train robbery, other mini games? Like, I mean, what's your
I
answer?
think I think I would love some more new mini games, like more freedom events. I think that would be more fun, because like bank heists and train robbery would be fun to grind. But like, imagine having to play it like over and over again, you know. But if it's some PvP event, every
Maybe
time it's
there
going
will
to
be
be a
PvP
different.
mechanic, like you know, two teams, and they are, one is trying to rob the train, and second is trying to protect it. Or something like this should be implemented in the game, in my opinion, because
Yeah, then it would be great, because then it would give it the replayability. Yeah, that's the word.
like, you know, like they've
Yeah.
tried to do with the trader role. They just made it in a bad way, and they like it's not good, the system, but the trader and ability to rob other traders is something that they wanted to make this, you know, mix of PVE and PvP at the same time. So you have to do some PVE, then fill your materials, and when you're delivering goods, you can be attacked by some other players. And it's a good idea in my opinion, but they just, it's a wrong realization of a great idea. How? But by the way, John, I have a question from me, not from chat, because I've been
Go
I've
on.
been streaming with one Russian language streamer, pretty much the only one, and we had a discussion, and his point was that you know, this system with deliveries and ability to rob the delivery is fine, and it's kind of good. But what's your opinion on this? Is it okay, this mechanics that you can rob other players, and if it's made good
I think
in
it's I think it's good because otherwise it would be a bit boring. I would say, because like in the Wild West, when you have a wagon full of valuable things, you have to obviously be you know protective about it, and I think it's good. I think it's good. Otherwise, it would be too boring. Like right now, I have a lot of fun like defending deliveries, or like I ask people like, "Hey, can you come and like help me? I want to do a delivery." I think it's fine. I've got a question
yeah.
on my chat. Popper6543, with the leaks of legendary animals, do you think you can take a picture of them, or can you also hunt them?
I'm pretty sure it's for a picture. I
I,
guess.
I can't say anything for sure, but if you want my guess, I would say yeah, you could probably be able to like hunt them as well after you take your picture, but it's not gonna be something that would spawn like all the time.
Yeah, it's might even spawn only when you do something. So, for example,
Yeah,
as a photographer, you have to place a trap on a certain spot on the map, and then it will begin mini quest. At least I see it. They can make it this way, and
yeah.
after you making some steps, the legendary animal will appear.
I think it's gonna be like you said. It's gonna be you either have to perform like a series of actions in order to like spawn the animals, or you could also uh, just come across them like really randomly. I think that's how it's going to be probably. And
Do
and
you? I mean, do you think it's gonna be something interesting?
yeah, I think so because like we both discussed earlier, the game's main focus is not PvP, and most of the people playing this game, their main focus is not PvP. The PvP is obviously part of the experience, and a lot of people find it fun, but it's not the main focus. So I think non-PvP roles are actually quite popular. Like right now, the collector is really popular. The trader is okay.
Yeah,
Trader's got
surprisingly.
some PvP going on. The bounty hunter is mostly PvE because there's not much PvP going on, and I think it's alright that we get roles and stuff that are like mostly PvE focused.
It just sounds a little bit boring, you know, the photographer role in in this sort of a game. But I had the same opinion before the collector's
Collector,
role.
yeah,
Yeah,
or
but
the trading,
I found it the most enjoyable role, to be honest. And I
yeah.
actually had a question in the chat like an hour ago. What's the most interesting role in your opinion? But for me, surprisingly, it's collectors, and the less interesting role is bounty hunter for some reason. But it should have been the opposite way before. I was pretty sure before the summer updates that bounty hunter will be super cool and collector will be boring. But turned out it's not.
I think that the collector is the most interesting one as well at the moment, but the online map that someone made that online map, I forgot his name, but he's kind of ruined that for everyone. But I mean, it would have eventually happened because people just like find something and they upload the video on YouTube, so everyone else just gonna like search the name of that they're looking for, and they're gonna find it on YouTube, find the location on YouTube or on the map. So that makes it a little bit boring, I'd say.
Well,
Uh,
I've
the-
made this map one time and I found it actually challenging. I was not, I mean, never repeated this because I don't need money, probably that's why. But it's not that easy, and I was surprised that there are so many places on the map that I have never been to.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I had some enjoyment from even making this collector's map. So, and I mean, they should have made random spawns to be sure that.
Yeah, exactly. To make it more fun, so you come
Yeah.
across the items, or like you actually have to like, uh, maybe you know it's some kind of coin. It's spawning in near roads, but it would force you to go and explore and like look for it.
Yeah.
Not too much that it becomes annoying, but like right now I feel like it's a bit too easy because everyone knows where everything goes, so they would just go.
But
And
again,
jump.
without this map, I don't know, it's almost impossible to find some collections. The spawn spots are like hidden so well that there is no way you can gather them all in one day. It's just impossible, in my
But
opinion.
that would make it so special. Like that's
Yeah,
exactly what
it
it
would
would make
add
it like
a lot of
yeah.
challenge, but it's
Exactly.
close to impossible, to be honest. I mean, some places are so. I mean, I would never go search there. I would say this way if I didn't knew that they actually here.
Yeah, I agree with you. But
How
like,
do you?
yeah.
By the way, there is like some discussion in my chat about the Moonshiner. What's your opinion on the Moonshiner? Because
I think it's great because it also, at the same time, it's kind of like a passive income. You don't have to do much. You just start it and go away and come back. It's quite passive, to be honest. Probably the most passive.
yeah, you have spent like 6 minutes once in an hour to get like $180 in
Yeah,
this
it's
5
not
minutes.
bad, and it
Yeah.
also encourages you to like go and collect like special herbs or like that kind of stuff for the.
Well, you can buy them actually, but still.
Yeah, but you cannot buy like agarita or like the
Oh, if you wanna make this the most flavor
expensive ones.
expensive
Yes.
ones, yeah.
Exactly. So I think it's quite all right. But maybe with the updates they could add like more recipes, like moonshine recipes. That would make it more fun. Like a lot of people were like trying to hunt the poison poppy pamphlet or the recipe for the moonshine. If they add like more stuff like that, that would encourage more people to play it. I think even the ones that they're like they've maxed out the role already. You see.
Actually, they can add something like this to any of the roles. I mean, make
Yeah,
first of all
obviously.
make 10 more levels, for example, or 20 more levels with some, cosmetics and with some stuff like new receipts or something like this. And it doesn't sound like super hard to do, to be honest, since they already have those roles. It's not like developing completely new mechanic. I mean, I have no idea why they are not making this at least. It's a super easy way to get players busy. I mean, just add
Yeah.
extra 12 levels to grind with each role with some cosmetics and you're fine. Maybe they should be also, unlocked by purchasing something. Oop, I stuck. Anyway, there is like many questions we have and no answers. Why nothing is going on? Because
I have one last questions.
Yeah.
I mean, one last question. Then I'm going to move on with my stream and
Yeah.
play Red Dead. Jose in my stream asks, "What do you think about waiting for the timer? Is it okay that it's like that?"
It's a
Uh,
stupid mechanics. I mean, I'm sorry to
I
interrupt.
I think I think it's in most video games there are challenges for do everything fast as possible,
Yeah.
and the faster you do it, the more rewards you get for it. But for example, on Red Dead and GTA, the more time you spend in a mission or something, the more money you get. It's it's uh it's an interesting uh, approach, which I'm not a big fan of, but like it's the way it is. I mean, I don't like it if you ask opinion. I think it's really weird.
Yeah, but here is more time spent, better result you have, and I have a picture for this situation. It's a perfect, that's what she said, situation. I mean, it's weird. I mean, I dislike these mechanics from the very beginning, but it seems like, again, they are fine with it because it works in a GTA as far as I can tell, and they're like, why would we change anything? Because it's like GTA but just with horses and, you know, revolvers. And I don't like this approach to this game because it's completely different game with completely different audience, as far as I can tell. It's not GTA at the Wild West, but Rockstar treats this game exactly the same, and that's one of, I believe it's the biggest problem with this game. So it's unfortunately.
We got two good questions on your stream, and I think we should wrap it up after that.
Yeah.
Repercussions for griefers and map expansion. Maybe you take the first one, I take the second one. What do you think?
What is repercussions? I'm not familiar with the word.
It's like punishment.
Oh.
Like if consequence.
I'm pretty sure there should be. It's like the mechanics that already in the game, but instead of getting a bounty of like 50 cent or 30 cent when you killing someone, griefing someone, you should from the beginning get the bounty of $20, and all the bounty hunters will be able to hunt you down. And if you are getting to the jail, you are or dying, you are paying this money or even bigger amount of dollars. I would believe that it would bring some interesting spots to free roam PvP. And
yeah, I agree with you as well. I think that would be great if they, instead of 50 cents, we get like $10 or $20.
Yeah, some money on the table and go grief anyone, but they can kill you and get a lot of money.
And then the second question was about map expansion. I think the only map expansion that we might get could be the Mexico, since it was already in the game. And when I glitched myself outside the map and I went to explore Mexico, there are a lot of the like crazy little details that was in the Mexico in the old game. They are there, and I don't see any reason for them to be there unless that, except the fact that it's been left like unfinished. So I think that at some point they might actually bring Mexico. So I think I don't see Gorma happening. Jesus. But Mexico, I think, is more likely. If we're going to go in that direction and discuss about like map expansions, I think Mexico is the only possibility that comes into my head.
Yeah, I would agree that Mexico is the most reasonable expansion. But it's not gonna happen anytime soon, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think so. Probably
sure.
next gen. If it's going to happen, it's going to be next gen. Don't have any hopes for this. So yeah, it was Kat. It was a great stream.
Yeah, yes, John. I guess we should make another after the update and you know, just share some opinion. Because
yeah, exactly.
It was kind of fun. So thank you for joining and hello to your chat, and see ya. Like, have a good day.
Yep. Thank you as well.
Evening
see you later.
Yeah, see ya. Okay, guys. So I'm up for some question. It seems like I got disconnected before we turn off the stream. Let's talk. I hope it's still running, because for some reason I have this load out screen now. What's going on, I have no idea. I guess it's finally got me disconnected and stuff like this. Hopefully stream is still working, but I'm not quite sure. Oh, here I am. Oh, I wasn't disconnected. I was joining the sum. So Guys, come on, give some questions that you wanna. I've seen many questions, but I repeat, it was kind of hard to answer them during the conversation. So is chat running? It's running. On what platform do you play? At the moment I'm playing on a PC, but I'm watching at the game via the OBS program. So I have a little bit of lag, some small delay, and I'm using controller. Otherwise I would use mouse on a PC, but here I am using controller, because that's the only way to read the chat for me. Is this stream gonna be uploaded? I guess yes. Why not? I mean, we had a good conversation. We had like 0 answers, but many questions. And in some cases, questions, oh, why he is so rude? Why you gonna be so rude? That's an interesting how they nerfed the fire arrows. They are pretty useless now. Can't find John's stream. Yeah, he's streaming on a Twitch. Why doesn't it because do you know where Gavin is? No, I don't know. Is Hangman a good option for hunting? No, it's terrible option for hunting because it ruins the belt quality for some reason. And I mean, it makes no sense. If you're shooting from a big rifle to the head, it doesn't ruin the belt quality. But if you are like using the lasso to, you know, to hang the animal, it ruins. Makes no sense to me at all. I would like to fish from canoe. I would like to have an option to buy some boat in Red Dead Online. That will be a great expansion to the game, and I'm pretty sure that someday that would actually happen. But on the other hand, with auto aiming, this free roam event is much. Not much, but easier, I believe. Dude, I mean, let's focus on the game. He didn't want to focus on the game, so I had to shoot him down. Fisherman role would make a lot of sense. Yeah, I would like to see this. And in a fisherman role, they can actually add the ability to buy boats, and it would be super awesome, you know. Have you completed your 100 free roam event wins? I'm mostly not playing free roam events. If I'm playing, it's a bow events, and maybe on Xbox I completed this challenge because I'm winning in a bow events most of the time. I wish combat was disabled for that event. I mean, there is a problem with pretty much any free roam events. For example, in the King of the Hill, if you're playing alone, you will be playing against parties, or in how this event calls when you are on a train, and it's kind of stupid. Or maybe even if you're doing like PVE events, like trader events, there is a still problem because people will bombard you with dynamites, and it, in my opinion, is just lame. How long before the new update? Have no idea. You had the John prediction was that the new update will be like before the summer, and I'm not quite sure. I mean, really, it can be any time, because you know what, summer is not the best way to release games. Bug fixes on new update. I mean, I would take new update, even with the bugs, because, you know, bugs is a problem, but people are just leaving and not playing this game anymore, and not only because of the bugs. But that's my personal pick. Do you know if you achieve 90% of your awards? in a progression. I'm sorry. I will come back to reading after I clean up this area. Whoops. Don't be surprised by the sound, it's my Discord. I just forgot to turn it off after finishing the conversation. Why are you aiming at me with a rifle? Legendary... wasn't good enough to kill him. Onassis, I have no idea how to answer this question. Do you know if you achieve 90% of your awards in the progression, will you get the legendary East outfit like in a story mode? I doubt that. I'm not quite sure, but I don't think. Okay, so it's the same dude with a rifle, so he has a bad... I mean, why are you shooting me? Oops, auto-aiming is not good. Why can't they just separate servers for PvP? I have an answer to this question. They are not gonna ever separate PvP servers because PvP is forcing people to donate in many situations. Nerfing Painted Black should be it should be a nerf for Painted Black. Painted Black is just too strong, and it always been. Cat, would you add my Twitch link to your description? Yeah, sure. I haven't added a link to your Twitch. Oh, I have. I'm sorry. I have a link to your YouTube channel. I would add Twitch link to description when the video will be released. What would be a reason for removing free aim showdowns? I have no idea. I mean, again, free aim showdowns were a lot of fun for me. But on the other hand, they showed the problem with sniper rifles and with Painted Black, because sniper rifles and Painted Black are just too strong without auto-aiming. They are pretty strong with auto-aiming, but without they even more. I love how Rockstar hates the high-level players. Well, if you will feel better, they probably hate low-level players as well, so don't worry. Do you think you'll be able to transfer your character progression to next gen? I'm pretty sure you won't be able, because, you know, there was many problems with GTA as far as I know when they had this option. So I guess they will learn the lesson and there won't be this possibility. I still play every day, Chris says. I don't know, I get bored, but I like my character, and I do the daily challenges, moonshine, deliveries, bounty missions, and sometimes some showdowns, but not very good at it. It's fine if you're not very good at it, just have fun, that's why you play in the game, right? Hunting is terrible, unless in a solo lobby. Do you think it might be fixed? It might be fixed, Ken Palmer, and you know how? With dedicated servers. Without dedicated servers, there is absolutely nothing they will be able to do with this stuff. Unfortunately, so do you think they will add multiple characters like they did for GTA? Maybe, because it's another good way of, I mean, keep players playing and get some money. So they might actually do this. Think they will take off aim assist on snipers? I'm pretty sure they will, or at least decrease power of this aim assist, because it makes no sense to me. I mean, before the aim assist was added to the game, I was playing with sniper rifle and I was doing pretty well in showdowns with sniper rifle. it was harder to hit your opponents, because at the moment on an Xbox it's super easy to hit someone with Carcano rifle and a short scope. I don't know, it's just like nothing you have to do. Before that it required some skill, but still sniper rifles were pretty strong. Why they rotate clothes and not just give us them? Just for the money? Just for the money. That's the answer is in your question, and I'm pretty sure that that's the reason. When you are playing Red Dead, do you feel like you're wasting time or having fun, or both? I'm having fun. I don't feel like I'm wasting time, because I mean, once you're doing something that is enjoyable, you're not wasting your time. It's not like a rule or something, but in many cases when you play in a video game, let's put it this way, and you have fun, it's fine. Yeah, I'm still enjoying it even after like many hours, and that's actually the part of the reason why it feels so sad to see what Rockstar is doing with this game. Like nothing. Were the animations slower back then? Yes, they were much slower before the summer update. Much slower, and that's why they actually added aim assist, because with faster animations it would be much harder to hit with a sniper rifle, but still possible. That's what she said. Yeah. I've been sniping with land and patience with rolling block rifle. Yeah, it was actually my build for rolling block, land and patience, but after sharpshooter came out, there is no reason to use land and patience anymore. Since I unlocked it, if they take off aim assist, I'm still going to snipe. I try to convince my wife all the time that you are not wasting time if you are enjoying yourself. Well, critical optimist, your nickname is on the point. You are an optimist indeed. What should I do when I'm bored of collecting items and doing bounty back to back? By the way, I really like your videos. Thank you. I mean, what should you do? Don't play it when you're bored. Because you know, the process, I mean, the gameplay is a content itself. I mean, I have some fun like for 30 minutes to ride around, to shoot animals, maybe like to visit PvP, and it's okay, but it's not gonna make me busy for more than like 1 hour a day. And except for if I'm playing more, I'm probably testing something, because personally I find it very interesting, you know, to test stuff, to find out how things work, because it's not obvious in this game. It's not really obvious. But you maybe enjoy something else, I don't know, playing poker, despite the fact that poker in this game is just super bad. Oh, Jesus has a suggestion that you just have to ride a donkey. And you know what? Yeah, riding a donkey is always fine. Is slippery overpowered? You know, not really. It's overpowered if you are playing against people who, you know, auto-aiming and making headshots, and that's all they know how to do, or maybe they abusing rapid fire. But if you are playing against people who are familiar with sniper rifles, stuff like that, it's not overpowered by any means. PvP Cat, it would be awesome to see your voice character for Red Dead. Yeah, I should send Rockstar I don't know how to call it, like suggestion. So maybe do you wanna add Rasputin, young Rasputin, to Red Dead Online as a quest giver. I don't know what kind of quests Rasputin could give you, but that would be awesome quests. Do you know there is a shack that you can chop wood at? I just found it last night. I have no idea, Zwayman, that there is this shack. Do you like Shire or Donkey better? Oh, it's a tough choice. I mean, Donkey is super fun donkey, but he has one problem. He doesn't know how to jump at all. He's not good at jumping. So at this point Shire wins. Rasputin PvP Cat Stranger mission. Yeah, it sounds like a great idea. Find Rasputin all the ladies. It's not a great idea, Noah, because you know it doesn't sound realistic. In reality, all the ladies would have to find Rasputin. Rasputin doesn't need to find any ladies. Please kindly show your ability cards. I'm using this loadout because I use this for special serious PvP. I have no idea why I have sharpshooter, probably I forgot to change it. But otherwise it's a good loadout for special edition PvP, maybe change sharpshooter with, I don't know what, with Gift of Focus, for example, or with something like that. They should nerf donkeys. Yeah, donkeys are overpowered. I never understood why you buy in for $25, but you can only bet $5 maximum per hand. Yeah, that's a big problem. You see, you're playing in a poker with 25 big blinds only, and it's not a poker actually. I mean, it's a poker, but it's not as interesting as if you were playing with a full stack or a deep stack. What role is your favorite? Collector. Are double action revolvers with Gunslinger's Choice good for PvP? Well, not really, because you are running out of ammo super fast and reload takes just ages. So I would rather use semi-automatic pistols. But if you're planning on, playing like you are using sniper rifles and only switching to revolvers in like rare situations, then you can probably use it. It's not the most effective way to play in PvP in my opinion, but you can do this. High stakes poker games with like a $500 buy-in would be sweet. I agree. I would take part in this game and I would stream it. With delay of course. And I would win it. It's a shame that we can't share money and gold. My son is only level 10 and the struggle is real. Yeah, low level is super hard. Playing on the low levels is super hard. But you can, I don't know, suggest your son to buy collector's role as fast as he can, and then he would have time exploring the world and make a lot of money and experience. I wish I had friends in this game. That doesn't sound optimistic. I wanted to reply that I wish I had friends in real life, but it's not gonna be true. Despite the fact that, I mean, I have friends. Not like I don't wish it. Despite the fact that it's a clever answer. Do collections, you become high rank in 2 days. Agreed. I absolutely agreed with that. I am willing to play some poker today. I'm not willing to play poker in this game at all because it's super lame. You see, $5 stack is too small and it's not really a poker, unfortunately. A year ago I was making poker tournaments for Russian language community, and yeah, it's kind of fun to sit at the table and have a chat, but well, the game is not... There is no depth when you're playing with 25 big blinds, unfortunately. Double action is a king for headshots, bro. I mean, Mauser is a king for headshots. It's my personal opinion. You think they'll do something with that river bot? I'm pretty sure that they will do something later. Maybe they, you know, since they are copy pasting stuff from GTA, maybe we will see a casino update, and river bot will be one of the casinos. Would be a good idea to bring back old slippery free aiming. No, I disagree with you, because it won't be, because you know what, as I said it many times, sniper rifles are overpowered, and old slippery is just not gonna work against sniper rifles. It's not working against sniper rifles at the moment too, but whoops, I guess my controller is lagging. Anyway, guys, we are streaming for quite some time now, and I have to go. It's not like I'm not enjoying having a conversation. And thank you that you visited the stream. I hope you had a good time. There were many good, interesting questions. I wish I could answer most of them. But you know what? Thank you for your attention, and have a good day, and see ya next time. Good luck.